What's up guys, welcome to another YouTube video. So we are 3 weeks out from running 100 miles. This is my last official long run, so I'm gonna take you guys through everything that I make right now to prepare. I'm gonna do a 2-mile loop around our apartment in the snow, and we're gonna do it 15 times for 30 miles total. This is the last long run before the 100-mile race, and I'm gonna walk you guys through the nutrition I use, the gels, and everything to fuel this 30-mile run. And I'm gonna kind of simulate what I'm gonna do on race day. So essentially, I'm gonna pre-make the meals and then stop around here every 5 to 10 miles, like I would in the 100-mile race, because every aid station is around 5 to 10 miles. So yeah, we're just gonna replicate it the best we can 3 weeks out. Let's do it. All right, what's up guys? So, you might be like, what are you wearing? So, I did invest in some compression like sleeves here for your legs, because I've been having some shin issues with like running 75, 80 miles a week, just because being heavier just like took a while and took a load on my shin. So I got these. I'm gonna be wearing these maybe for the race, but definitely for this 30-mile run. Just keeps everything tight, so just some more support. And then like I always think, you fail to prepare, be prepared to fail. So I have my nutrition out here, mile 5, mile 15, mile 25, and then here we have mile 10, mile 20. So pretty much every 5 miles I'm gonna be starting with nutrition. And yeah, that's how it's gonna go. I made peanut butter and wild honey and sourdough bread. Those are the sandwiches. And then I'm gonna sip on this coffee. It's gonna be a bad day to be smiles. It is windy and cold as shit out, but here's the thing, if you only pick days when it's convenient and sunny and 75, you're never gonna get shit done. So do it whenever you can and adapt to it, you know? Just adapt. Don't be soft. As I'm sipping this coffee, delaying the time. So warm in here. I'm gonna take you guys on the run, film a few things, but whenever I consume my nutrition, I'll update you guys on the run and how it's going. So yeah, let's do it. So we're ready to go. I'm gonna show you guys everything that I got here. So we have GYMSHARK fleece, Solomon pack, got my goos in here. On race day, I'm gonna be carrying water bottles, but I'm not right now just because I'm gonna come back and slam that. So I have water here. I'll probably stop by every 5 to 10 miles to get that. And then sweatpants, and then underneath I got my tight pants. If it gets too hot, I'm gonna take the sweatpants off. Garmin Phoenix 7X Half Fire Edition with a little light in case I get stranded out there, even though it's still early in the morning. But yeah, the sun came out and still cold as shit, but we're gonna rip these miles and get after it. So gonna put the sunglasses on, another addition to the outfit. These add 10 miles per hour and make you look like Batman. So let's go do it. That's where you're supposed to cut it off.
Go.
Whoa! Almost broke my ankle on her chew bone. I need my gloves. I'll see you soon. What's up guys? So we are 10 miles into the run, simulating kind of what the stops are gonna look like in the 100-mile race. So I have my sourdough peanut butter and honey. A little dry. Just sip on some water, good amount of carbs in here. Have this. I'll see you guys in 5 more miles. This is hard to chew. I'm gonna have to get better with this, like chewing when you're like moving a lot. This hits. It's really good. Sourdough and honey. This is probably the best part about running. Just eat. Fun. Like eating contest. Peanut butter and honey sandwich down. Instead of having this mile 5, I'm gonna take it now because I am falling a little back on nutrition. So I'm gonna just try and get in as many calories as I can.
How was it?
Sticky. Weird consistency.
Is it like applesauce?
It's like gooey. It's weird. In my mouth. Feels sus. Feels a little sauce. Tastes good though. It's like a little turd. Yeah, hammer this and I'll see you guys out there. 15 miles in. Miles in, eating a honey stinger. 10 more miles. Let's do it. Fueling up, 500 milligrams of electrolytes. I started keeping water on me. So 22 miles in at a 9-minute and 20 pace. So right on track. Good pacing, but got electrolytes in here and then just plain water in here. So that's what I'm gonna be carrying. Gonna have another sandwich. I should finish the run pretty strong. Probably consumed, I'll let you know how many calories I consumed, but I think it's around like, I had a few honey stingers, plus the sandwich, plus the goose, so I'm around like probably 1,100. So probably like 250 grams carbs. But yeah, that's that. I'll show you guys the peanut butter sandwich.
You're a little stinky.
Am I?
Yeah.
It's the natural scent. Smells like work. Man, this is dry as shit. I need to put some, fill this up with water.
You could toast it and it'd melt a little bit.
I don't have time.
Don't have time for a 30-second toast.
Nope. Last thing I'm gonna consume with a gel. Probably have the gel with me, take that with me. 8 more miles. Taper time. We'll have a 15-mile run tomorrow. That's taper time. But I feel pretty good. Alright, so 30 miles at a 9-minute and 35-second minute per mile pace. The only thing I learned here is through patience and discipline, you have the freedom to accomplish whatever you want. And every time I think about it during the race, I'm gonna be looking at that. I got a tattoo, by the way. Discipline equals freedom. Man, check this out. 30 miles in the bag. That felt good. Yeah. 30-mile run complete. It was definitely tough. It was windy. I think 15 to 30 mile per hour gusts, and it was snowing. And yeah, we got it done. But overall, I feel pretty good. I'm gonna show you guys what I have to eat and just chill the rest of the day, hang out. And yeah, we'll do that. But I do want to share, I did get these sleeves. I've been having shin splints, so these go over your leg as I showed you earlier in the video, and I just bought them on Amazon, but I figured I'd share that with you because I had no shin issues and I've been struggling with it for the past like week. So I think what it does is it keeps your shins like compressed, keeps everything tight, and helps with the blood flow. So yeah, really worked. I strongly suggest getting some compression sleeves. I never literally wore them before on a run, and they worked amazing. They helped me through the whole 30-mile run. No shin splints, nothing, no pain. Felt really good. Kept my legs fresh, honestly. So, yeah, it's just, I mean, just ones from Amazon, and they were great. So, yeah, now it's time to go eat. Show you guys what we have. All right, guys, so right here, what we got is post 30-mile run. It is buffalo chicken dip that I made. So Greek yogurt, chicken, and hot sauce, mixed it up together, heat it up. Tastes amazing. Make sure you use plain Greek yogurt because vanilla would taste weird. 300 grams of potatoes and peas. Now I like to have this, peas and carrots. I like to have this meal because it replenishes my glycogen from the carbs from the potatoes. Also, I'm normally really hungry after a run, so I like to fill up. So like this just has lots of volume. Potatoes are very satiating, so I have that. Whole natural foods, just because during the run, you know, I'm consuming gels, I'm consuming all this random bullshit. So this just like simple, tastes amazing, and yeah, refuels me. So I'm gonna have this, and then I'll catch you guys after I dig in. This is one of my favorite meals. I show this in almost every YouTube video, so I'm sure you know it by now. What's up guys? So this is my passion and I always like to talk about it in these videos. I like to lift and run. So with that being said, I want to share with you guys how I balance it and how I've kept on most of my muscle throughout this ultra marathon prep. Now to give you a rundown, I'm not sure if you can quite see this, but I have logged 82 miles this week so far. I still got 5 more, which is gonna put me at 87 miles on the week. I'm gonna toss in some footage of what I did yesterday, the day before my 30-mile run. I hit a weight training session, benching 315 on the incline Smith, doing my whole chest workout with some arms. Rather than my other videos, I'm gonna talk about the mistakes that I see a lot of people make. And it's gonna be the first one, not understanding balance. Now, when you burn the candle at both ends, imagine a candle just burning at both ends, there becomes nothing left. If you try to go 100% in weight training and try to go 100% in running or endurance and say you're new to it, or whether you're not new to it, you are gonna notice that you kind of don't get good at anything. You kind of burn out. Now it's because if you don't balance your routine, you're gonna have a lot of trouble recovering and you're gonna have a lot of trouble balancing, because it is tough to do 100% at both. That's why it's called balance. 50-50, not 100-100, 100-100% equals 200%, 50% equals 100%. That's pretty simple math, and we got to apply that to training. So the way I look at it is, if I'm not in a specific training block, I am lifting 3 to 4 days a week and running 3 to 4 days a week. That is the ideal for balance. Makes sense, right? If I am in a specific training and I have a specific goal, say bodybuilding, I am mainly training for bodybuilding and then using the running as cardio, but all my emphasis and effort is mainly going into the weight training sessions. That's how you got to look at it. What is your goal? Where do you want to be? What's the outcome that you want? And then prioritize that based on your training. It doesn't mean you can't run if you want to be a weightlifter. It just means you have to focus weightlifting more. If you want to be a runner more so, or if you have an endurance event, for example, me being a 100-mile ultra marathon runner, that's my goal right now. So I'm tapering back my weight training. Am I stopping it? No, but I'm putting more emphasis and energy into my 100-mile endurance prep. So I'm running more times in the week than I am weight training. I'm weight training about 2 to 3 times a week, running almost 7 days a week. So you see that give or take depending on the goal. So what I want you to do for the first mistake is correct it. Ask yourself, what is more important to me? Or do I want to truly find balance? Or do I want to excel in one thing? And you can always come back and try the next thing that you want to improve on. Say right now you want to focus on building muscle, focus on building muscle, taper the running back. Say you want to get faster, pull back the weight training a little bit and focus on getting faster. That's the way you don't burn the candle at both ends. Mistake number 2 is underfueling. See, I come from a bodybuilding background. I've done 2 bodybuilding preps, qualified for nationals. I stepped on stage, 200 pounds shredded. I understand what it takes to become a physique competitor or whatever it takes to step on stage. I know how disciplined it could be with food and how you get caught up in, underfueling because you want to be shredded all the time. Now, when it comes to hybrid training, you have to realize that you're not just weight training and getting on the elliptical for 20 minutes. You're out running 3 to 4 to 5 miles to 8 miles, 10 miles, and then weight training as well. So you got to understand that takes fuel. I always say, if a car sits in a parking lot and you keep filling it, the gas is going to spill over. It's going to go all over the place. You don't need all that fuel. If the car is moving across the country thousands of miles, it's going to need fuel. It's going to need fuel. That's what hybrid training does. It kind of accelerates your metabolism because you're moving all the time. You're expending a lot of energy and expenditure is high. So you need to replace that with the appropriate amount of calories. You can't always be in this deficit mindset because you're going to feel like shit and you're not going to have the fuel to get through your workouts. And in your head, you might be like, how are these people doing it? Why don't I have the motivation? It's because you're under fueling. Whenever I'm not motivated, it's not because I don't have the discipline, it's because I'm not fueling my body correctly. Your body keeps score. It's gonna remember, hey, you didn't eat much today, I'm not gonna wanna move as much today. And yeah, discipline, you can have a lot of discipline to get through those workouts. Are you gonna feel good? No. Are you gonna perform well? No. So fueling is important. So what I recommend doing is finding a good amount where you're not overfueling, where the gasoline isn't spilling outside the car, but it's just enough to get you through your workouts and also maintain a good physique. And you can achieve that by tracking calories or making good nutritious habits that fuel your body if you don't want to track, and understanding portion sizes, as I talk about in my most recent video. Moral of the story is fill up your tank and your car will go forever and it will go strong. Mistake number 3, I know this might sound simple, but comparison is a thief of joy. You might be like, how does that even apply? You know, you're going to see these Kenyan runners, or you're going to see these people that are crushing 6-minute or sub 5-minute miles at running a marathon. And you're like, why can't I run under 9 minutes? And it's because you can't compare yourself to these people. One, they have a totally different journey than you, and you just got to be proud of who you are and where you're at. You got to just be proud of the progress you made. Look back at your life, and if this is just the beginning, just take pride in change and understanding that it takes a long time to build the engine. What you're doing day in and day out, although it might not feel like you're doing much, it is adding up and you're building that engine. And truly, if it happened overnight, everybody would be fast, strong, and ripped, but it doesn't happen overnight. It takes years of hard work, and it's just something that you have to have passion and joy about. You know, part of training is all about loving the process, because the process is what teaches you discipline, long-term gratification. Think about whenever you started something and then 2 years later when you kept at it, how much better were you at it? Substantially better. So the same thing applies with fitness training. It just takes time, and you got to build that engine. You build the endurance through repetition, and just like weight training, you got to build the body through repetition and consistency. That is the name of the game. So I say comparison is a thief of joy is a big mistake, because people see all these other runners. Even if you're comparing yourself to myself, which you shouldn't be doing, because I feel like an idiot. But regardless, I compare myself to other people. I'm like, why can't I be that fast or that big? And at the end of the day, I just learned to kind of be proud of where I came from, you know, be proud of the progress I made, and just fall in love with it. At the end of the day, we're not doing this to impress anybody but ourselves, right? You know, that's why we do it. And that's the whole point of fitness, is to constantly work on yourself and not compare yourself, because the moment you start comparing yourself is the moment you stop enjoying yourself and enjoying the things that you're doing for yourself, for your family, for your future family, or just for you in general, right? That's the whole point of fitness, is to get better. Fitness is made to enhance your life, not take away from it. And comparing yourself is only taking away from your journey. So be proud of yourself. Every progress that you make, just understand that like this is your story, and every single day you're writing and filling in the chapters, or every single day, just think of a wrench turning on your car. You're building that engine, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. And you're gonna have the capacity to do all the amazing things and the goals that you want. But you gotta understand it all starts with one thing: being proud of who you are and consistently working at getting better. And that's the last tip I have. That's like the biggest, I think, mistake a lot of people make is, like I said, they always want to be someone else, when you, in reality, just be proud of who you are. So I'm gonna wrap up the video here. Like, comment, subscribe, stay corn-fed. 30 miles, and I did lift before. It was sick pump. I miss weight training. So after this running, we're gonna get back into it, get huge again. But I'm enjoying this. So 2 weeks out from 100 miles. Like always, stay corn-fed. Like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel grow tremendously. I appreciate you guys, and thank you for your time. I hope I helped somebody out there. So I'll catch you soon.